Another thing that
Just
Another day,
teleport from one
another
area to the
victory
next
for
for
you.
any reason.
Kelsa, where have you been? It's been 3 months.
Just
Another day,
teleport from one
another
area to the
victory for
next
the
for
OG.
any reason.
Down the
Please don't do this. I have a family.
I
can't stop. Please,
I must
play.
You know how in other
Anyway, so one day I was sitting down after making my famous game, deciding on my next video idea, and that's when it came to my mind. I should make a game where you're Walter White. So before we do anything, we need to come up with a game idea. Oh, I have an idea. I'll make it where you're Walter White and you have to make and deliver meth to your drop-off point, and you have to do that a bunch of times while the police is chasing you. But there's a twist. You can blow up the police cars chasing you. However, they can also blow you up and you'll die. So now that we have our idea, it's time to make our project. And while we wait for our product to load, we can draw Walter White. And here he is. Wait, why is he naked? You saw nothing? Anyway, now it's time for the coding. Yay! And now he's moving. So now we can make him run. Well, move since he's like 50. And after borrowing some sprites from my lovely friend, thank you Chili Time, you should go follow him, we got some devs for the contraband creation. Now it's time for the floor. That is so lame. Mwah. Way better. Anywho, our game looks much better and we're done with the basics, but now it's time for the best part, the drug creation. So first, we need to make a cupboard which you can take items from. And the items that we will have are not sugar, chili pea, get the reference, haha, methylene blue, potassium, and finally liquid. Yeah, that's the name. Anyway, now it's time for step 2 of drug making, the inventory. So for the next step of our drug creation, what it's going to be is that there will be a inventory of all held items, and the player can combine and craft items to create different items for making the meth. So first we need to add an inventory system. So I've made it. I spent 1 hour doing the inventory. But anyway, now here's the inventory system with stacking, of course, because I'm just so amazing. Now that we are finally done with that, it's time for the crafting system, the best part. Also, I changed the layout a bunch, and now it's crisp. Anyway, now it's time for the actual drag and drop. So we're actually not done with the crafting system because we still need to make the mixer one. So montage time. Why is it not working? No! 8 minutes of loading, bro. Anyway, after days and days of working on the crafting system, we finally have it working with shakes and everything like that. Anyway, so now we're gonna make a big mixer that blends all the stuff together. Bam! We're done. That definitely did not take 3 days to make. Also, thank you so much Chili Time for the sprites. And that's when I came up with an amazing idea. I should add a padlock before you start making stuff. So let's do it. Bam! What handsome stuff. Also, we're gonna ignore the bug of not closing when you press F. And we're done with that. Now it's time for the recipes. Also, we magically got the crafting system fully working. Don't question why the banana looks like that. Now we're done. And we only have 10 recipes. That's because they take way too long to make. Anyway, now it's time for the best part, the police chase. So first we need to make our car movement one of the worst parts. We got the car moving up and down, but it can't move left and right. Also, ignore the fact that it's a rectangle and just pretend it's a car. So I added many changes, like changing rotation rate based on the car's velocity. However, this took so long to make. And now we got the camera following. Let's add steering. So when the character starts steering, we'll give him a little bit. And now it's time for the actual environment, because this place is looking so boring.
It's just an empty void.
This looks pretty good. So now that we're done with that, it's time to make the junkie. Don't ask why he got his feet out. And now we need to add a pointer, because we obviously have to know where he is at all times. And now it's time for the most horrendous, the worst, the most diabolical part. Car wreck. So first, let's make our police car and make him look handsome. And now we actually need to do the code. Okay, we're done. Alright, I'll use that then. So first, let's make a square and call him A star. Reset his transform and add a component called grid graph. Check the 2D box, and then you'll see a box. Shape that box to your whole level and check use 2D physics. Change diameter to 1.3. Go down to our obstacle layer mask and pick the layer that the enemy should not touch, and uncheck the eye so you can see when working with other stuff. Then on your enemy, add an AI path component. Leave all as is, but on the AI path script, change the orientation from Z-axis for 3D games to Y-axis for 2D games. Next, change radius and max speed to your liking. Set gravity none, and add an AI destination setter and put your player as the target. And if you're working with prefabs, which I am, then add a script and call it whatever you want, and add a main stage called using pathfinding. Then make a public AI destination setter and a transform called player, and then get the player using game object or find game object with tag, and set the player to transform to the AI destination setter and save. And we're done. Also, I added a health bar and a turret on the car, and also the enemies that shoot at the player.
Help! Help me!
Now we got the junkie spawning in different places anytime. Anyway, this map is looking a bit weird and boring, so now it's time for the last thing. The map! Guys, did you know it's actually my birthday today? Maybe when I'm uploading this, so wish me happy birthday. Also, please like and sub. But before we make anything better, we must destroy way better. Now we got to make the sprites. Never mind, mine suck, I'll just use someone else's. Thank you so much Ishstyle and Shidkey for this. Never mind, I changed my mind. Cause the city will be way too hard to make, and this is what I'm working with. A better idea is to change the setting to a forest or something. And I found a new one, so thank you Pixie Van. Never mind, there's only full stuff. I'll just use squares because I got burnt out and I've been working on this for like 3 months. And after all that failure, it's time to make the map.
2,000 years later.
And we're finally done with this game after 3 cruel months. Anyway, say hi to making junkies. Yes, that's what I'm gonna call it. Also, there's no musical sound effects because I'm too lazy. You can play on Ishstyle, by the way. Please subscribe, please, and stuff.